Gents, I just want to pause the episode for a moment to let you know about the Strong Men of Value Academy. You will have heard me refer to it a number of times, and I want to bring more attention to it. So this isn't just a program, it's a life-changing environment and community of men who are focused on personal and professional growth. We're looking at areas of relationships, wealth, and health, things to help you thrive and maximize your life. Imagine having bi-monthly one-on-one coaching sessions with myself, weekly group coaching calls, and an incredible brotherhood of high achievers by your side. Now we're diving into resilience, leadership, and holistic growth to not just succeed in your career, but to thrive in your health and your relationships. Your journey to greatness, it starts here. So join the movement and you can apply for the Strong Men of Value Academy. You can head to themanthatcanproject.com to find out more.
You're listening to The Man That Can Project with Lachie Stuart, a global movement created to empower men and open up what's really going through their minds by having real and raw conversations about life's unique challenges and our individual ways of processing it all. Welcome to The Man That Can Project.
Gents, welcome back to another episode. My name's Lachie Stuart and I am the host and founder of the Man That Can Project and the podcast. And I'm excited to have you guys tuning in for another episode. We've had some incredible guests lately. Last episode with Curly was phenomenal, got a huge response. Likewise with Harry Higgins. And, we've got a huge catalog, over 270, or this is 270 episodes from myself and also our incredible guests. So make sure if you're just tuning in for the first time, you hit that subscribe button and you start working your way through, because there is a ton of knowledge to learn from these experts in their chosen fields, but also men who are sharing their real life experiences of hardships that they've overcome to become the men that they are today. So definitely worthwhile sinking some time or investing some time into that there. Gents, if you haven't seen already, make sure you head over to the website or join the free Facebook group to get involved with the Man That Can Project Inner Circle program. It is available to men all around the world. Okay, it's an online program that runs 12 months of the year. You can join at any time. Okay, and it's a place where men are creating more momentum in their life. We're continuing to upskill, educate, have the conversations that need to be had, and help you set goals and strategize to achieve them while giving you that accountability. And it's really exciting to see some of the progress that the men are making, and it's really a brotherhood. These guys are talking in their own time and creating great mateship. So definitely, gents, you can grab yourself a 7-day free trial. Okay, head over to the website. You'll see where the Inner Circle tab is there. There's a 7-day free trial. Dive in there risk-free, and we look forward to connecting with you. That's enough of all of that sort of stuff. I almost need a drink now. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today, I was very fortunate yesterday to do a presentation to the place of where I work out of it at Functionwell Gym here in Newstead in Brisbane, Australia. And the topic of choice was, or the topic to cover was mindset, and more specifically, building a mindset. And I touched on the logical, sort of rational part of the brain, and also the emotional part of the brain, and how it is really important for us to start putting tools and strategies, but also spending time to understand how that logical, rational side, and also how the emotional side impact the outcomes that we're getting, but also impact our quality of life, okay? And if we can manage to understand that and put the right tools and gain the understanding for how it works for us together, we can marry that together. It really creates wise decision making. That's why you may meet people in your life where you just feel like they're like Gandalf the Great, where they're just absolutely just wise, right? And I'm notice every time I talk to some people, I'm just like, I feel like they're 100 years old. They've got that much wisdom, and they're very on top of the decisions that they make, and they don't allow their emotions to control it too much, and they don't allow logic to sort of control it too much. So as I got talking through that that workshop, guys, I was touching on various things. I was sharing various tools and strategies around how to understand both sides of the mind there, and also things that you can start doing to get it to act in a way that you want. Say, for example, if you want to improve your self-talk, right, or improve your default response, whether it's a pessimistic mindset or an optimistic mindset. And as I was talking about all this stuff, even probably when I was creating the presentation, there is so much that we can do, right? And not only from the mindset aspects, and also, I guess, all components of our life, from health to nutrition to finances to relationships, and it can be quite overwhelming, right? Where do we start? How do we fit it all in? What's going to work well for me? What's a waste of time? And where I'm at right now in my life, I guess I sort of want to touch on the consistency is what creates simplicity. If I were to look at my day, and I would probably be able to assume that a lot of you guys, if you were to look at your day and what you achieve on a daily basis, there's quite a lot in there, right? And you all play various roles on a daily basis. From some of you, maybe partners, parents. You have your roles where you go to work and various other things around that. But because when you do it consistently enough, it creates a routine that it becomes easy. You almost don't have to think about it. You can put your, thought and energy elsewhere, and those things come naturally to you. And I was sort of sharing this with the group yesterday, whereas I have specific routines, and I have my morning routine, I have my evening routine, I have things that I do throughout the day to get me sorted and back on track with what I want to do. And I'm really strict with my planning, but I also have free time at the same time. And as I was saying, I was like, this may sound very overwhelming for a lot of people. So obviously, we need to start with where you're at. And that's, the first, the best way to get there is through acknowledgement, right? Acknowledgement of where you're currently at. If you don't have any routines, if you really don't have the understanding of your emotions or what works well for you, what puts you in the right state of mind to achieve what you want to achieve for the day or things like that, then, we need to just start with the basics. And for me, once you nail the basics, right, and it might take you 3 months, it may take you 6 months, 12 months, however long, you can then start adding things, but also subtracting, adding things that you think may add more value or that may improve your efficiency, improve components of your life. Okay, and you can also take things away that aren't serving a purpose. So for myself, when I was sharing with the people yesterday, I was just like, okay, well, you need to consistently do some things well until you don't have to think about it, until it becomes routine. So for me, waking up every day, doing my meditation, doing my reading, having my coffee, doing the stretch, setting my affirmations, doing my gratitudes, okay, listening to Audible at the moment, but it may be podcast or some form of audio to get my mind thinking open-mindedly and learning, that is habit. I no longer have to go, right, I need to get up and make sure that I do that, or it's overwhelming. What if I sleep in? What if I do this and that and the other? It's just, I get up and get it done now, and it's because of the consistency. Over the last 7 years, I've built layer upon layer and slowly introduced more and more things that I believe are going to make me more efficient and help me achieve my goals and make me a better person. And, the components of life have sort of followed. I'm very consistent with my fitness. I'm very consistent with my business. I'm very consistent with, doing everything that I say I'm going to do. Ultimately, there's still a lot of work to be done, but over the last sort of 7 years, as I've started the business, as I've wanted to be a better partner, as I've wanted to get my health back, as I've wanted to improve my mental health, all of those things have gone layer by layer. I haven't, attacked them all at once. It's been, let's just focus on one thing, get really good at it and make sure it's consistent and make sure that I understand why it is a priority in my life. And I experience the benefits of consistently doing those things so that I can really give it that tick of approval for it being an extreme benefit. And then the next year I go, okay, well, that component of my life has improved immensely and I'm happy with that. What is an area of my life that I feel that I need to build upon next? It's going to, probably have the most significant improvement in me getting to where I want to be by the end of the 12 months. And that's when I start, educating myself, getting a mentor or looking to introduce some routines, strategies, tools, different ways of thinking to achieve that. So year upon year, guys, or even day upon day, that consistently or consistency of doing these things that you know you need to do in order to achieve the results that you want eventually creates more simplicity in your life, because we're building habits, right? We're holding yourself to standards, and once you've set the standard, right, you've either got a really shit standard, you've got a moderate standard, or you've got a high achiever standard. And only you know where you want to be, but I guarantee you, if you're listening to this podcast, you're generally someone who wants a better quality of life, and I would probably say you're steering towards that the frame of mind that you want to be a high achiever. That's where you want to be. So in order to be a high achiever, one, we must acknowledge where we are now. Two, decide on where we want to get to, and I guess what the standards of people have that are already achieving that, and how we can start moving towards that now. What is the thing that you can do right now that can allow you to get there? Maybe just going, okay, if currently you're doing absolutely nothing, you're just getting up, going through your day like it's nothing else. Well, I would assume that you're listening to podcasts because you're listening to me right now, getting these tips. Okay, but you might say, all right, my goal now is in the morning, I'm going to read 15 minutes a day, and I'm going to start writing how I would like my day to go, or almost saying this is how my day is going before it happens. So you're putting it out there, you're looking for the things that you know, how you want it to go. And I'll share my affirmation books over on the other desk, but I can remember them. I've got 5 specific affirmations that I'm doing at the moment, but 2 of them are this: my business is growing at a rapid rate. And the second one is 100,000 men from all around the world know of the benefits of being a part of the Man That Can project. That's just 2 of the affirmations that I tell myself in the morning. Is that a thing yet? Well, the business is growing at a rapid rate, yes. But do 100,000 men around the world know about the Man That Can project? I would definitely say probably not. But I'm speaking as if it already is there. And that's just 2 things that you can start doing, guys. And from the building that habit, every day you're going to be empowered because you're learning. Every day you're going to start having a better day. You're going to feel happy and more fulfilled because you're putting it out there what you want. You're setting your intention. And then as you keep doing that day upon day and you start achieving the results, or you start learning about the things that you want to learn about, it's going to lead you on to the next thing, right? And you're going to change your affirmation to achieve the next thing. You're going to become a new level of person. Your standards are going to rise. You're going to maybe start hanging around different people who challenge your standards, right? And test whether, you really want to be there, or you want to go back to where you were, or you want to break through that and sort of continue to build upon those standards. So it's an exciting journey, guys, and it is really something that while I was doing that presentation yesterday, I was thinking to myself almost as I was speaking, like this, I wanted to keep it simple for people so that they didn't feel overwhelmed, but I also, I guess, was having those moments of gratitude that I'm really proud of myself for being consistent, because what to some people may seem overwhelming or hard, for me is now I find simple. Even to the amount of content that I create, it's just part of my daily life, and I'm very, very grateful for that. So thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, remember to jump in the free Facebook group, or get on board the Inner Circle with that 7-day free trial. Don't put it off any longer. If you're sitting there considering it, thinking about it, just take action. But the worst thing that is going to happen is you're going to go, it's not for me, and you're going to leave. But if you keep sitting there upon day, week upon week, time goes by. And I don't know if you've realize this, but life goes very, very quickly. So you may as well start getting around the people that are going to help you create momentum and create the life that you want for yourself. Thank you guys for listening, and definitely keep on the lookout for the next episode, 271, with our special guest, Forrest Black. See you guys soon. Thank you for listening to the Man That Can Project podcast. My name is Lachie Stuart, and I hope you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful. If you did, please take a moment to rate and review the Man That Can Project on your favorite podcast platform. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with our newest episodes. We'll see you again next time.